So as many of you know who have been with us for a while, once we enter into the months of February, we then focus on something historical, something that causes us to look back and reflect where we have come from as a people. With that in mind, I am going to speak to you for a few Sundays from the sermon series, The Butler. The Butler. And today I want to speak from the sermon topic, A Dispelling Light. Here we go. Church, we are yet in the month of February. This is a month that in America has been set aside as Black History Month. Truth be told, and it shall, I live each month always remembering the struggles of those in the past. I find it extremely important that I not forget that there was a struggle and that many fought to overcome the immense and intense wrong of slavery and segregation. You know, there's a saying that if you forget your history, you are bound to repeat it. This is sad but true. For as I look around the world and look around the island of Bermuda, I see a people who have forgotten where they came from and what they came out of. Church, if I can look back and learn from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Jesse, David, and Jesus, then there is no way I should forget Harriet, Frederick, E.F. Gordon, Red, and Brown Evans. As I look at the life legacy of these folks and many more, it keeps me sharp. It keeps me passionate. It keeps me strengthened to continue to honor them by continuing the fight and not allowing their victories to turn us into reinstated victims. I'm going to take my time right here. Oh, you're going to have to hang with me today. Oh, you're going to follow me here. As I start this series, now hear me, I want it to be clear, very clear to all who may listen or watch. I want it to be clear that, look, this message is not about black versus white. Let's get that straight. No, that will be an insult to the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who saw a day when little children of all colors would play together. Trust me, I have no black and white issues. As before I met my husband, I don't know, Mama, can you come here a minute? Gee, I hope she remembers this. I don't know how she will forget it. Mama, do you remember one time I went to General Assembly and I met up with a white German, Andreas Resuva? You vaguely remember? You know how we Bermudians are. We're friendly. So you give them your Bermuda address. Say, sure, if you're ever in Bermuda, check me out. What happened? He came to Bermuda. A white German came to Bermuda. I don't know if I was in high school, so Terry, you might remember. But anyway, this happened. And so the white, I only went on a date with him once. I was about 14, 15, General Assembly. He was cute. Huh? Yes, standing for Elder Kent. It was before him. So you remember that? And we had to go find him up this person's house, and they traced me down, and then he came over the house, and he came to church with us that Sunday. Good Lord. Take a seat, Mama. I'm just trying to tell you, because I needed to be clear, because so many times when we as black Bermudians speak, people want to label it that we have an issue with Caucasians. What? I ain't got no issue. I ain't got no issue. If they're cute, I'll date them. Well, not anymore. I'm married. But not only that, just to make it solid, in about 11 months, I am about to become a mother-in-law to a white American. I'm just trying to. So don't even try to set it up. that Seaman has an issue with white people. No, I have a problem with anyone that doesn't understand that all people should be respected and all people should be honored. So the issue is not black versus white. No, this message and the messages in February, they are about, listen to this, the haves and the have-nots. Church, the struggle is on more than ever. Do not allow the mega preachers of the world and the preachers of LA to fool you. The struggle is on. Church, do not allow Beyonce to fool you today. The struggle is on. The struggle is on to maintain the liberty that fallen heroes battled for. We have sadly moved from the auction blocks of slavery to where women will strip themselves naked and dance around a pole. The struggle is on. We have moved from a slave owner separating the man from his wife and children to where man will make children with many women and voluntarily walk away from them all. The struggle is on. We have moved from a time when they picked cotton in the cotton field to supply to the master to make him rich, to a time when we grow weed in the back of our yards, our homes, to sell the poison to our own people, and it still makes the master rich. The struggle is still on. The struggle is on. We have to be very careful that we do not become so liberated, so free, that we participate in our own demise. Come on now, what they fought for us to have, the right to an education. Come on now, what they fought for us to have, empowerment. Why would we give this over to a substance that will cause us to lose our mind, lose our focus, lose our direction? And I've come to let Bermuda know. I've come to let Shekinah know. I've come to let the world know that what God gave us through the struggles of those from the past, I'm not going to let it go. And if I have to lose this fight, I'm going to go down fighting. I'm going to go down crying aloud. I'm going to go down talking about it. Because my hands are going to be clean. My hands are going to be clean. Jesus. Church, what do I need for you to know today? I need you to know that the struggle, come on now. We can all look in every one of our own families and say, yes, the struggle is on, the struggle is on, the struggle is on. Here we are in the year 2014 in the most beautiful island in the world. Oh yeah, and still quite a place, a rich place to invest in. Oh yeah, for many. And yet there are those who hate to hear these words right here. Undergoing restructuring. As it becomes the lead in to finding out just how many more Bermudians have lost their job. The struggle is on. This week in Bermuda, there are no less than 20 families that were informed that they have lost jobs. Today, many in Bermuda terms are just living above the poverty line as they do all to try and avoid becoming part of our welfare system. The struggle is on. And I hope my teens are listening to me, because you're about to grow up in a very, very competitive Bermuda where if you think that you can go to school and play the fool, then you will lose the struggle. If you think that you have been given the Barclay Institute, beautiful building, Cedar Bridge Academy, beautiful building, so that you can smoke reefer, so that you can smoke in the bathroom, so that you can have sex orgies in school, then your struggle, you're already losing. But we've got to get parents that understand I'm fighting for my child. I've got to fight. It's worth the fight. It's not about me. It's about the children. What about the children? What about the children? What about the children? Fooling them into thinking that they got it made, that all they've got to do is be pushed through the education. I said it, pushed through the education system. Don't allow anybody to push you through the education system. Get the best grades possible and burst through, break through, get through. Bermuda, we used to compete with Bermudians, but now we're competing with the world. Better get a mindset. The struggle is on. My. Today, many school children have no real idea of what a struggle is. And how pressured it is to get an education, as many are so unfocused that they can participate in their own demise by not striving. You hear me? Striving. School should be a place where you know when you're walking into the gates of that school that you have now taken on new strength, because you've got to fight in every class to be excellent. You've got to fight in every class to make sure that while somebody else is playing the fool, you're focused, because this is your future. Your future depends on how you receive the teaching, how you receive this moment. You let not one word drop to the ground. Every word from that teacher is precious. You can like them or dislike them. You can leave them. You can lump them. That teacher's got the word of life in their mouth for your degree. The struggle is on. And parents today, shame on you when you turn your children against the very teacher who's going to give them a grade. Are you out of your mind? The struggle is on. A system that's set against you.